All right, let me tell you something, bro. This thing right here, this is called Kodiak mix, right? This is such an easy way to make pancakes. You can make pancakes out of it. You can make waffles out of it. Check their website, bro. They have so many recipes. This has like protein, and it has like whey protein, and it has like whole grain oats and like whole grain flour in it. And I'm gonna show you how to make some pancakes with this because it's so damn easy, bro. What you gonna need, right? You're gonna need a bowl. You're gonna need a measuring cup. You're gonna need a View Classic rectangular kitchen scale, just to weigh how much you're putting in there because you want to have the right amount of ingredients. All right, bro, ignore the messy setup. Look how much we got to put in here, all right? How much? It's like 126 grams. 126 grams. And this makes a little this makes like a portion for me. This is a portion for like one person, right? Be careful not to spill it all over yourself. Shut this in here. How much we got? You gotta like precisely view to get it correctly. 135. No, 135. That's not bad. It's not gonna ruin the pancake. It's not gonna ruin the pancake mix, so it's alright. Alright. So boom, I got just flour all over myself. What the fuck? Free range eggs, bro. Australian full cream milk. Okay, you don't need this anymore. This is useless. Okay, so now look, what we're gonna do is the easiest pancake ever invented, bro. How many eggs you need? The recipe on the box of the Kodiak mix says 1 egg, but I'm anabolic, so I'm gonna add 2 eggs, and it doesn't taste any different, bro. It tastes good. So you know, crack the eggs. You know, you need to be forceful, but you can't be too forceful. It's like with a woman. You can't be too forceful, bro. You need to start off. You need to sort of medium, right? So when you crack the eggs, you don't like chill a little bit. 3 times the charm, right? Boom, egg. Look at this, boom. 1 smash, bro. Easy. 1 smash is all it takes for the egg to come. How much milk? How much gyunyu do I need, right? Around 180 grams, 200 grams, not grams, fucking milliliters, you know. Pour it in there. Now look. That's all you gotta fucking do. I gotta fucking do. Boom. Mix it. Just whisk until combined. Look at this beautiful mixture right here, bro. So you don't know how to cook a pancake. Basically, all you're gonna need is a pan and a cake. And we got the cake. Now I got the cake as well, but we got the cake. We're gonna get a pan, alright? Get some premium Australian butter. Now what you can do with this, you can use coconut oil. Don't use olive oil, you fucking freak. Alright, so you just plop it on there. See how much I've added there? Like not too much, you know, just a little bit. You know, you don't need to overcomplicate it. Turn the heat on. Now I just turn the heat on high because I want things to get done quickly, bro. And you just sort of basically wait for it to melt. And you know, swivel it around a little bit. Look, when you're pouring the mix into the pan, it gets all over the edges here, right? You put it on the chopping board so the excess goes all on the edge, and you'll see that in a minute after I pour it in. It's a life hack. Okay, so the butter's pretty melted here. All you want to do is just pour it in, how much you need, okay? I made a fat pancake right here, beautiful. And you see how it's dripping down? It's just gonna drip right onto here, so it's fine. You just wash up the chopping board after. Alright bro, you see the bubbling on the cake? When you see these bubbles, you know it's time to flip, alright? How you gonna flip? I'm a master flipper because I've done this so many times. So look at this right here. Scoop, you gotta scoop under. And you see this little like brown, you know, over here, it's ready to flip, right? You just scoop and then you just, whoa. Oh, look at that perfect golden brown. As you can see, or maybe you can't see it, but around this stage, once you flip the first pancake, it will start smoking a lot. So you just gotta keep adding more butter so the pan doesn't actually like burn. And your pancakes might burn as well. Start seeing the bubbles again, you already know what to do. Oh fuck. See that these things can happen though, bro. It doesn't mean it's a fail, look. Just gotta try again from a different angle. Look at this. Oh. Not ideal. Not the fucking best pancake I've ever seen. Look at that fucking beautiful shit. What the hell? Oh my! Gonna add some more butter to the pan for our last pancake. Gotta make this one work. Gotta make this one count. So we only got like a little amount in here left. How can we get it all back? This tool right here, legendary for getting the pancake. Like you can do it with a whisk. You can do it with a spatula, but this is so much better, right? So scoop it all out. Scoop it from the bottom, bro. Get all of that mixture out. Okay, bro, last pancake, we had a bit of an accident, but we've redeemed ourselves fully with this. Look at this fucking comeback right here. Beautiful fucking pancake. Look at that golden brown texture. Oh my god. Now look, you can put many different seasonings on the pancake, but I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do today. Alright? This is today a Luke special. I've never made this one before, but I've made stuff similar. You can do lemon and honey, lemon and sugar. You know, it adds a little bit of dimension. You don't just add honey. You add the lemon as well to add that little sour, that little berries. You want fruit. You want some sort of fruit. You know, although this is healthy, you want some sort of fruit to go with it. You know, you want to add some color to your plate. You know, blueberry. Look at the back of the thing. Blueberry pancakes, bro. Like, iconic meal. Iconic. And you don't want it to spill off, which is fucking doing anyway, which I don't even know what the fuck. Maybe put some under. I don't know, bro. Lemon juice. Now, obviously, it's healthier if you squeeze a real lemon in there. But sometimes you gotta just get what you're given, bro. You gotta just use what you get. So right here, I'm using the lemon sauce right here. You know, squirt that over there. And you'll notice while you're eating, some of the, like, it'll just sink into the pancakes. And then you won't even really taste it that much. You could keep it on the table and you could keep reapplying it, bro. As for the honey, you can get out with a spoon, or if you're skillful enough, you just get it straight out of the jar, bro. Pour that over there. That is beautiful. Now you can use maple syrup. Obviously, that's like the iconic sort of thing you have on pancakes, but honey is also good. Might be better for you, I don't know. And there's pretty much a complete meal. It would look better if the blueberries were actually like on top, but yeah, bro. Is it valid? Is it valid, chat? It looks pretty fucking good to me.